get started.
Week 5 in KFFL.
I'm James, aka Playmakers.
I'm Frank, very content Steelers fan with our second win this week. We'll take it.
Yeah, you take it.
Let's go.
I'm wearing the black because the 49ers lost.
A lot of weird stuff this week in football.
But they still helped me out though, so that's why I'm still wearing them. So let's just get into, or no, you wanted to talk about something real quick?
Let's talk about a lot of weird things. Let's talk about 12 missed extra points, 12 missed field goals on Sunday. Let's also talk about Kyler Murray not doing as hot on fantasy. But hey, guess what? They're the last 5-0 team. I love that. I was right. I'm picking him as my favorite quarterback. I'm picking him to go take the NFC. I don't know, maybe go all the way to championship the NFC.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Cardinals are definitely looking good, and there's not a lot of competition in the NFC. Not a lot of elite competition anyways.
And then, as much as I hate Antonio Brown is back to form. Looking great out there at Tampa Bay. And Kyle Pitts, as James called out, looking like the real deal.
Yeah, I guess I did forget about Tampa. Tampa's in the AFC, so never mind. Cardinals.
Yeah.
I'll pick. If I have to pick right now, I'm picking Tampa.
That's always good. You never bet against fucking Brady. Right?
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's the last decade, man. Fuck that. Alright, let's move to matchups then.
Alright, so week 1 matchup is the Pigeons versus the Playmakers. Pigeons 122.5, Playmakers 124.5. Victory again. 2 wins in a row. I'll take it. It's only 2 points. I'm taking it. And let's just look at this. Let's look at this roster here. Kyle Murray. Let's just go straight to Kyle Murray. Thank goodness for the 49ers D. That's all I gotta say. I don't care if they lost, but for fantasy football, they shut Kyle Murray down.
Usually averaging over 20 points. Yeah. I'm very surprised at that, but Jalen Hurts didn't work. Sucks that Saquon Barkley got hurt, but Najee Harris, true to form, getting better every week, putting up 20 points. And then both players towards Tampa Bay, Mike Evans and Antonio Brown.
I can't believe this guy's vaporizing my wide receivers, But I can't believe he had both of my wide receivers, both of Tom Brady's wide receivers. I still pulled out the win.
Hey, Saquon wasn't out, you could have lost it.
Probably, yeah. I mean, he only had 0.9, and he was in there for a good quarter and a half, I think.
Beep, beep.
But besides that, it's pretty average game on both of our ends. It's just I came out on top with just 2 extra points.
And Tom Brady, one of many quarterbacks, putting up over 35 points this week, but we'll get to those players later.
Yeah, Tom Brady's the star out of this matchup.
Hey, Playmakers come out with the win, but let's go to the next matchup.
All right.
Next matchup between the Big Green Meanies and Ausable Moose. We got the Big Green Meanies winning with over, what is that, 13 points? No.
Oh, you doing math now?
My bad. 12.3. Let's go. And this game just finished. Lamar Jackson putting up over 40 points with 442 yards, 50 rushing, 4 touchdowns. Man, he's killing it. But not the best for quarterbacks or the highest scoring players, surprisingly, this week.
Yeah, but he'll take it. He don't care if he's the best.
He don't care.
When he scored that many points.
Man, but Lamar Jackson came through, put the other 13 points again to win. He was the last player for the night to go on with the defense. Came through because, man, he's been short on Mixon, Cup, Sanders. No, wait, never mind. Sanders did great. Jones.
A Cup not that bad. I mean, you can't expect him to get 20 points every game. He's a wide receiver.
Yeah. Tight end.
Is he? No, he's a wide receiver. He ain't tight end.
I thought he was tight.
He's like the slot wide receiver.
Where's my head been?
Look at wide receiver.
Hey, wait, Lamar Jackson saves him. Big Green Meanie. Love that.
Yeah, he pulled him out. And
well, Ausable Moose has one of our lowest scoring quarterbacks I am very upset about. Might be our lowest scoring margin.
Breaking news. Did you hear about John Gruden?
Yeah. John Gruden's out.
He's done.
Canceled.
I didn't think they would get rid of him because they paid him so much money for such a long contract.
5 years.
I thought it was like 10 years. I don't know what it was, but I didn't know it was longer than normal coaches.
Hey, now they got more money to use it somewhere else. Cancel culture strikes again. Let's see what happens with Derek Carr with the rest of the season with this now, because he just had his biggest drop now, and now all this. What's going to happen with the Raiders in that division is very competitive.
Yeah. Next matchup, we got the Swine Riders versus Sacred, 132.7 for the Riders, 152.8 for Sacred, coming back on because I think he had somebody playing Monday night too, didn't he? No, he didn't. He just happened to have Justin.
No, Herbert. He did. He had Andrews for Baltimore.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I knew he came back 30 points from his tight end. That's a miracle out of the NFL gods straight to Mark Andrews so the Sacred could pull out this win because no one would expect him to score that many points.
And then Justin Herbert putting up 42.7 points, putting up maybe even the most points out of every quarterback out there right now in fantasy, killing it.
Man, his team is dangerous. If he has players that are capable of scoring this amount of points,
and Sam Darnold played the whole game and didn't get hurt,
or Daniel Jones.
Oh, the Arizona. Oh, yeah. I think the Arizona. Man, both of those quarterbacks did look. But Sam Darnold didn't get hurt.
He didn't get hurt. He did play the whole game.
Daniel Jones got hurt.
He stuck it up.
Daniel Jones got. Man, both those players, Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley, got taken out by.
But Daniel Jones was lucky. It was just like a concussion type thing, and I don't think he's really that.
Nah, he's not gonna be out for.
But not like Saquon Barkley. You see his ankle.
Yeah. And then.
I mean, Kamara had a decent game. Mike Williams had a monstrous game.
Exactly, with Justin Herbert hand in hand.
Yep.
You know, the right wide receivers are clicking with the right quarterbacks. We see like 70-point combos between just two players.
I always thought Keenan Allen was the number one, but I guess it's starting to switch over to Mike Williams, right? Because he has a ton of targets too. It wasn't just his stats; it was his targets as well. It's like 15, 16 targets. It's some outrageous.
We still got 2 more games to see how they're going to play with the targets and see which one's going to be his favorite. He could always change his favorite targets. And
yeah, he could be like Tom Brady. You know, sometimes it's Antonio Brown, sometimes it's Mike Evans, sometimes it's both.
You never know.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next matchup.
Next matchup for week 5. We got Armas Army going against the Bounty Hunters, winning at 136.8, barely beating him at over 7 points. Josh Allen coming through again, like as usual, averaging over 30 points. He had 36.5. Patrick Mahomes, rough game. Russell Wilson got hurt, dislocated his finger,
and he broke it too.
Yeah, 6 weeks out or or the rest of the season.
No, they don't have him out for the rest of the season, but I think he is going to be like 4, 6, maybe 8 weeks out.
Either way, even with Russell Wilson being out, James Conner doing okay, Armas Army still gets to win. Our biggest winner besides Josh Allen.
You know why? Well, part of the reason why is
Kyle Pitts
and
DK Metcalf.
Yeah, that's crazy. I always knew DK Metcalf had it in him, but
he's like a W1 for the Seahawks. He's like his favorite target.
He's definitely taking over from Tyler Lockett.
He really is. If not, they're spreading it almost evenly.
Yeah, and then Kyle Pitts just looked like a monster out there that game. This is the one game I did watch because it did come on in the morning. I just happened to be up in the morning. And what was
that's the London game.
Yeah. What was
the one we're talking about?
Yeah, I actually watched that one. And then what was interesting too was Kyle Pitts was like the number one because Calvin Ridley was out. And I was thinking, oh, he's going to be number one. They're going to double team.
Be his favorite target?
No, yeah, they couldn't double team. He was too good.
Even with Bounty Hunters having great pieces like Trevor Lawrence still doing good this week, and Eckler still putting out the run game.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill didn't perform as usual, and then Chris Godwin not being the favorite target of Brady this weekend over
yeah, he's
Evans
the
and
man
Antonio
out.
Brown.
The man out.
One man out of the 3.
All right, let's head to the last matchup
of the week.
This one is Mike's Mafia versus Fluffy Little Bunnies, 131.9 to 124.3. I was going for you, Bunnies, but once again, you come up short.
Another rough week, especially with Taylor Heineke.
Yeah, he was going against the Saints, and the Saints, sometimes their defense really does step up.
First of all, let's talk about James Winston being the worst part of the Saints right now. We're either going to get good James Winston or bad James Winston.
It's 50-50. It's like he's like Two-Face. It's a flip of a coin. You don't know what you're going to get.
The town of New Orleans is not content, and they are content. They don't know how to feel about this man. But guess what?
They don't have an option. This is what they got, so they're going to have to work with it.
But man, the quarterback games are rough. Matt Ryan had a great week over there in London. Nick Chubb on the run game for Mike's Mafia.
Yeah, but look at Kareem Hunt for Bunnies. Kareem Hunt is an interesting player because he really is the running back too behind Nick Chubb.
It's a two-man running team.
But he still is killing it.
Because they picked up Kareem after Nick Chubb was going off and after that incident happened in Kansas City.
Yeah, I don't see it.
And then either way, great piece has been added for the run game over there when Baker's not making.
It's just amazing that
two tough guys.
I mean, these two running backs are better than most running backs in the league. You know what I'm saying?
And they're on the ground. Yeah, they got the right pieces to take them places.
Well, maybe not with the old Baker Mayfield. We'll find out.
Anyway, weirdest piece for fluffy little bunnies that should have been the difference for them is Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, I mean the tight ends, they're always up and down. It's really
Stephon Diggs, no, he's wide receiver.
No, I was talking about Noah Fant too.
Oh, that's
he had a little score, but you see Jamar Chase, and Kyle Pitts. Those guys are the tie for my favorite NFL players to watch because those guys are amazing. Man, Jamar, he's way better than I thought he was going to be.
Oh man, for me, I'm still saying it's Kyler Murray. Undefeated, baby.
He is undefeated.
Anyway, DeAndre Hopkins. Back to making a decent amount of points, 14.7 wasn't enough just because players like Stephon Diggs suffered. We're rooting for you, fucking little buddies, to get that win. We're waiting for it.
Yeah, it's got to happen. No one I've checked the KFL history, and no one ever has gone winless. No one. So don't be the first, bunnies. You know what I'm saying?
Rooting. I'm rooting.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the matchups.
All right, man.
Anything else we got to talk about football this week?
Let's talk about the MVP and the dog.
MVP, oh yeah, let's talk about the MVP and the dog. MVP of the week. Let's throw him out there. Justin Herbert. Holy shit, man.
What team was Justin Herbert on? I think he was on Nothing Sacred. There he is.
Who are you going up against? It was
the Swine Riders. But who was he?
Cleveland.
Yep, he's going against the old Browns.
The Browns. What was it? They had a monster stat where they were leading with over 400 passing yards, no interceptions, and that was one other thing about it. Teams that had led games like that had a 456-0 chance. They were the first team to lose with all the right pieces.
Because Herbert, he just started airing it out. You know what I'm saying?
And Cleveland is cursed to make the best things look bad. And let's talk about our dog of the week.
Dog of the week.
Sam Darnold, biggest drop of margin in points. How much was the drop?
Oh, the MVP and the dog on the same game.
Oh, wow. Man, I love those matchups.
Yeah. Yeah, so he 6 points only scored. How many interceptions he had? 3 interceptions?
But what was his projected?
His projected was...
Is he with the Swine Riders?
Yeah. His projected was...
19.2. He dropped 13.2 points. That's a lot of missed chunk.
Oh, man. Yep.
Sam Darnold, I'm rooting for you.
He needs Christian McCaffrey, and hopefully he'll be back next week.
Yeah. How long is he supposed to be at?
Well, they were almost talking like he was going to come back this week, but I think they were just hyping him up or whatever. I think he's going to come back
They
this
need
week.
to use that pass game. Sam Darnold, I've been rooting for years since he moved teams like every other quarterback to move teams this year. Man, he haven't looked too hot this week or last week.
No. So there you have it, MVP and the dog.
Yeah. Alright, well that's it for KFFL this week in week 5.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.